Hi, welcome to Asbury's Echoes. This is our floss tube, and it's basically about cross stitch, but once in a while I get the itch to dabble into something different. And so I don't have a whole lot of cross stitch today, I guess. I have more other projects that I did basically over the weekend. Last time we were on here, we had just had like 12 inches of snow, something like that, I think. 12 inches, 14 inches, I don't even remember. It was quite a bit. And then the very next day we got a whole bunch more. And then we had blizzard-like conditions for a couple days and so much blowing, and then it got like Arctic cold, and it's been fun around here, let me tell you. We were snowed in pretty much, and so I had a lot of free time to just do things, and we have lots of stuff stashed around the house, so when I feel like doing something different other than cross stitch, I usually can find enough stuff to do that. I think we're supposed to get more snow today, and it's supposed to get really cold again.
Seriously?
So winter is, yeah, not a lot of snow, I don't think, but some, and really frigid cold weather again. So we keep an eye on the chickens and the cats and give them extra bedding and lots of warm water or fresh water. And I think this afternoon I'll scramble up a bunch of eggs and give them to the chickens, because it's give them something nice and warm to eat.
My cats.
And your cats. We'll give some to your cats too.
They can't starve.
Yesterday Drew went over to my mom and dad's and went outside and played and visited the goats, and there was a lot of snow over there too, obviously. But we live along the highway, and they live on gravel roads, and when we went to pick him up last night, the gravel roads are not good. The highways are cleared off and have been for a couple days, but a lot of the gravel roads around here are just like a path. There's just a one way, and so you just pray that you don't meet anybody, because if you do, I don't know what's going to happen. One of you is going to have to back up, because there's just no way two cars are going to get through, and it's the snow is just piled. It's not like we haven't ever seen this much snow, because it's not unusual to get this much snow. It's just that we got it all at once, and it's made it kind of hard to...
I don't have to drive. I'm taking your car. I'm not taking my car out in this.
Oh, you're not going to take your car out in this?
I'm taking yours. Okay,
we'll see. So, on to the fun things we have to show today. Let's see. One thing I did over the weekend, Doreen with Privies and Prims, I don't know if you ever watched her Flosstube, but she has so many neat things, and she shows so many fun things. And I'm not even sure she has this on a Flosstube, but she did, she showed it on her Instagram and her Facebook, and she was making thread catchers. And I am not a seamstress, not at all. But this was fun. I had, they're just like, you take two 10-inch squares of coordinating fabric, and you put some fusible fleece in between there and stitch them up, and you have these little thread catchers. Now when I'm sitting here at home stitching, I just put my threads, my little clippings and stuff in a mason jar, and when it gets full, overflowing full usually, that's when I end up throwing it away. Sometimes I'll throw it out to the birds. They're just little snippets, so I think it's okay, and they can use them to make their nests in the spring. But these were fun. They're kind of challenging for me, because like I said, I am not a seamstress, and they're not perfect, as you can see. Mine are not perfect, but I think they'll be great when I'm traveling, because they fold up. Let me see, how did you fold them? They fold flat somehow or other. There, see, they just fold flat, and I can put them in a project bag. And then when I thought, like when I was camping, or when we're in the car, or when we go to Florida, which we were supposed to go next week, and that's been postponed, right?
Of course.
Although the postponing was probably a good thing because Drew and I were going to stay home anyway after this big snow, because we were going to have my mom and dad come over and keep an eye on our chickens and our cats for us, feed them and water them on a daily basis. And if this had happened when we were gone, I don't know what we would have done, because there's no way they could have gotten out. They were snowed in. They couldn't have gotten over here. We could have called a neighbor, but you hate to do that, especially when the weather's bad. So Drew and I were just going to stay home, because if there was more snow, I just didn't want to have to worry about having somebody else come over here and take care of our stuff. But then things changed, plans changed for Joe for work. So now I think we're going to go in a couple weeks, but we are still going to go.
Yay.
Yay. It's kind of interesting. I mean, you know, you plan for it and you're getting all ready for it, and then, oh, we're not going. But that's okay. We'll go next time. So anyway, I will have my thread catcher to take with me when we go to Florida. And I have plenty of buttons, so I plan on making some more of these. This one I just used, I have jars and jars of antique buttons. So these buttons don't match. They're old buttons, and it's kind of fun to find new uses for them. These were old buttons too, but they all three match. And I'm gonna make one, and I'm gonna use little pink girly fabric for my granddaughter. I thought they would be really cute too. She could like set one on her dresser and keep her little trinkets. I don't know, her little rings, or she doesn't have pierced ears, but her little necklaces or something. She'll find something that little girls will find.
And she has a little stick on.
Yeah, she uses little stick-on earrings, doesn't she? It's cute. I think she wants earrings, and I think Mommy wants her to have earrings, but Daddy says no. So, and she's 6, so she doesn't need earrings. She can have her little stick-on ones.
They fall off.
Yeah, they fall off. You find them everywhere. What else did I do, Drew? I made, oh, this one was fun. Lori Brooklyn put this pattern out for these stitching chickens. And as soon as I see chickens, I know it's something that I want to do. And so I went right away and ordered the pattern and printed it off, and I managed to get 2 done. And I have 2 that are still they're not done yet. So here's what they look like. Now she used Osnaburg, and I got in a hurry. I know I have Osnaburg here, and I thought that's what I grabbed was Osnaburg. And after I got them all cut out, I looked at the fabric and I thought, that's my cross stitch fabric that I get from Joann's that I use. It was a piece that I think it was a whole yard of it, and something happened. Somehow it got dirty or something. I don't know. I had thrown it in the washing machine and dried it, and it needed ironed. It was all crinkled, and I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was my Osnaburg, and it wasn't, but it doesn't matter because this stuff works just as well. So this is what they look like. I think Lori said that she used a piece of fabric that was already like walnut crystal dyed or something. Mine was not dyed, and so these 2 I have ready to stitch or to embroider on, and I cut them out, stuffed them, and then I dyed them. And here's where that's where the you cut the slit, and then this is the wing, and then you embroider the wing, or at least that's how I did it anyway, and then you stitch the wing onto the chicken and cover up that spot. So these were all dyed after these were cut out, stitched, stuffed, and these you don't stuff. These you cut them out, stitch them, embroider on them, and then attach them to your chicken. And that's what they look like before they're embroidered. And then these 2 I got finished, and I just love them. I think they are just the sweetest little chickens, and they're so much fun because there's really not a pattern to follow with the embroidery. You can follow along with hers, and I kind of took some ideas from her and from Lori, and then kind of did some freehand on my own. I did French knots for the combs up there. And I did not do the backs. She didn't say whether she did or not, and on these two I did not. I'm still debating. I may or may not do the backs. Just depends. I thought these would be fun to work on the way to Florida too, because sometimes the roads are so bad that I struggle stitching. When I was young, I could it didn't, nothing bothered me, but anymore, between my eyesight and bumpy roads, I kind of struggle. But as you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I kind of messed up because when I cut out all my wings, I knew I wanted 2 chickens going this way and 2 chickens going this way. I wanted them to be different. But I forgot when I was cutting out my wings and making my slit so I could turn them. So this one will be fine because here's my slit here. Here's the slit on the wing. And so when I cover that up, it's right. I didn't think about that when I was doing all the wings. And when I cut them out and cut the slits, here's the slit on the wing. It should have been on the other side, so you didn't see it. By rights, I should have cut 2 new wings because I did the same thing with this one. But I had already put everything away and just decided, you know what, they're primitive, just go with it. And that's what I did. And I don't know if I hadn't said anything, or if I don't say anything, nobody will probably really even notice, but they're there. Aren't they cute? They are just adorable. And you can use them for pin cushions. I think I'm gonna make one and use it for pin cushion. They look really cute in an old wooden bowl. I need to grab a bigger bowl if that's the bigger ones. Just sitting in a bowl. They're really cute. Can't really see them there. I don't know. I thought they'd make cute gifts, but I don't really know anybody who would like one of these because nobody really likes my primitive stuff around here. So
I do.
You do, but to give away as a gift, I don't know who I'd give them to. But there they are. I just think they're fun. They're fun. It's something different, and they're really cute. You can stick them on a shelf, or you could stick them in a bowl, or like I said, use them as a pin cushion. And that was a lot of fun, and they don't take very long. They're pretty darn quick. I think I'm going to do one in blues because I love blue. I don't know why I didn't use any blues when I embroidered that one, but and while I did that chicken, I remembered that Lori had come out with this chicken cross stitch, and it is called Merry Chickmas. See, it's a little chicken sitting in a basket with a Christmas tree. And I did not want it to be a Christmas tree. I wanted to have something that I could display all year round. So I just simply did not do the Christmas tree. And I mounted this on this old grater that my son had given to me for a Christmas present years ago when he was in high school. Eric gave me this. Are you surprised? A friend of mine had a shop in town, and she had some antiques, and she did a lot of refurbishing, and that was what her shop was. And Eric had gone to her, and I'm pretty sure he just went to her and he says, Gail, what can I get for my mom for Christmas? Because it was perfect, and Gail knew it was something I would love. So it was this grater, this old cheese grater. Don't look at my back. I'm not very good at my finishing. Is always messy, but so it's flat on the back, so it hangs up on the wall. And then she had put one of these battery operated candles in here, and I don't think this was the original candle. I think for some reason I switched them out. But if you get one that is on a timer, then it will come on at night, and you can have a cute little night light. Yeah, and that's what he gave me, and so I've kept it up here in my kitchen on the wall for years, and I thought, you know, I need to put something put something on there. And so this is what I did, and I used red rickrack, and I'm pretty sure the rickrack came from Purple Paper Mountain, and it's a little too bright, I think. So I'm gonna put some coffee stain or walnut crystal, something. I think I might stain the whole thing. I'm pretty sure I probably will. And I put a little rusty little bell around her neck. And I just think she turned out so cute. She reminds me of, what chicken do we have that looks like this?
Lavender?
Not lavender.
Gertie?
No, one of the white ones, one of the white and black.
Eloise?
Might be,
Oh,
no,
Beaky.
Beaky. Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't have Beaky anymore, but Beaky looked like this one. So that one was really cute. That was a lot of fun to do. I'm trying to branch out and not do just pillows. Okay, and then while I was on Lori's Etsy shop site, I haven't done punch needle in a long time. I dabbled in punch needle a few years ago. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue what I was doing. And my husband doesn't really like the sound of it. It makes, when you go through the fabric, you're just constantly punching. And he finally was like, what are you doing? Because that sound is annoying. And we usually, in the evenings, we'll sit and watch TV, especially during the winter. We sit and watch TV and I stitch or do something. And that's when I was doing my punch needle and he was trying to watch TV. And so I haven't done it for quite a while. And I did dig this one out. I have no idea whose pattern this is. This was one of my punch needles. And I just turned it into a pillow. I love horses, so this one was really cute, and I just have this sitting around. And Drew, grab that off the wall, would you? Yeah. I meant to have that. I meant to show that, and I forgot. No, give me the whole. This I know is a Lori Brecklin, and I had punched it, and I had not ever done anything with it. It was just, I just kept running across it and thinking, what on earth am I going to do with that? I think it's really cute, but I just didn't have any idea what to do with it. And then when I started watching these Flosstubes and I started watching different ways to finish things, I thought, you know what? I have this hanging on the wall. It hangs on the wall this way, and it's metal, you know. So all I did was hot glued a magnet on the back, and gosh, what was that? Somebody's honking out there, and now the dog's gonna bark. And it's cute, I think. I love it. And then if I want to punch needle something else that's a circle or anything, I guess, really, I can take this off and maybe I can find like a winter theme, something that's a circle, and then for the different seasons, I don't know. I just have this up there right now. It's really kind of springy, I guess. It's a robin, but it's just another way to finish a project, and I thought that was kind of fun. So while I was on Lori's site, I purchased a couple of patterns that I'd like to try, and this one is called Birds and Bees. I don't know if you can see it. She had so many, I didn't really know what to choose from, or which ones to choose, because she has so many to choose from. So that one is Birds and Bees, and it's got some bluebirds and the bee skep and flowers, and that one, and then this one, Blue Willow. I love willow trees, and I love the color blue, and I just fell in love with this one. So those are the two. I'm not sure when I'm going to start them. I don't have any Valdani threads around here anymore, and I don't know that I want to purchase any. So I think maybe I'll try switching to DMC, and I know it's not going to give me the same variegated, the same look, but we'll see. I'm going to experiment, and that's something else I might take with me to Florida. I probably won't be doing any punch needle in the car, because if Joe doesn't like the sound of it, he's not going to be very happy. But maybe when we're down there and stuck in the hotel room, or stuck if I'm sitting out by the pool or while he's swimming or something like that, that's what I'll do. I do have one thing that I started, and I have no idea what I'm doing with this one. I just started stitching, and so far that's what I've got. I don't know. I'm gonna take those whiskers out. They're just too black. I don't like them. I'll either put different whiskers on these two, or keep the whiskers off. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The reason why I stitched them was because, or started them, was because years ago I had stitched a pillow and given it to my grandson, a little Easter pillow, and it was, pretty sure it was Jenny Hoffman, and it was a country rustic primitives design. It was a little bunny, and he was pushing a wheelbarrow, and it said spring, only I had taken spring off and changed it to Braxton. And I didn't even remember stitching it or doing it or giving it to them, but last year at Easter when we were at their house, my daughter had it out, and I was like, I don't remember doing that. And she says, yeah, Mom, and you need to make one for Bea. And I was like, oh, I probably should do that. So I stitched this little girl today, or not today, this week. And she's not done. She's gonna have, I don't know, a flower. She's gonna have something. And I'm gonna put Bea's name, I think, down this side. But after I got her stitched, I thought, you know, she'd look really cute as a little boy too. I mean, she needs a friend, right? So I stitched the little boy, and yeah, I really do not like those whiskers.
You need to stitch me.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Exactly where that's gonna go, but
I don't want you.
I hope when I get it done, it's something I can put in the Etsy shop. I don't know. You want me to stitch you a little boy, don't you? A boy bunny. Oh, a girl bunny. Buy a girl bunny. And Drula just went and pulled out some punch needle. He's got a little punch needle kit of his own that he's trying to figure out, I guess. So there's that, and then I just have one other thing. I did manage to get these two done. I think I showed this. I did. I showed this last time, and it wasn't done. I got it finished and stitched it into a pillow, and then I coffee dyed it, walnut crystal dyed it, and I know that this trim, this pink trim, came from Purple Paper Mountain. I'm sure it did. I've got another order coming from her because her stuff is just, it's fun. This was a chenille trim, but it's not near as, then I did this one too, and it's Happy Easter, and I really like that one. And this again is Purple Paper Mountain trim. It's chenille. I think I like this better. There's a little more fluff to it, the hair, than this one. This one is closer to, it's harder to see. You don't see it quite as much as you do this. This one is more like a mauve, pinky mauve. This is a olive green, I think. Pretty sure this one was an olive green. And both of these are stitched on that Joanne fabric that I tend to stitch on a lot, I'm pretty sure. No, this one is on the Joanne fabric, and I dyed it after I stitched it. This one is on a piece of,
Does it matter?
I'm not even sure what this is. If it's like a 30 count lamb's wool or something. It's just a piece that I had, and I didn't have it, I don't know, I lost a little tag or something, or I used part of it and this was just a piece in my stash, or I'm not sure what it is. But, and then again, I dyed it after I stitched it. And these two are they're in the Etsy shop. I just put them in today. So if you're interested, want to stitch them, there they are. And I think that's it. I knew I didn't have a whole lot today because even though we were snowed in, didn't get to go anywhere for a few days. Joe and Drew did all the snow removal and pushing snow around and shoveling and.
My dad did. I just went back and forth.
Oh, you sat on the back of the four-wheeler while your dad did all the work. And I was in the house, but I made sure they had warm food when they came in and hot chocolate and coffee and tried to keep an eye on everything. So that is, I think, all I've got. Do you have anything? No? Again, not today? You need to get busy. I think we made some more scissor fobs, didn't we? And I made a couple more project bags. And huh? Oh yeah, he made keychains he's got a couple of friends. One of them just had a birthday yesterday. So he made keychains for Evan and Eli. And neither one of them are old enough to drive yet either, but they're gonna get, well, Eli just turned 14, so he'll be, so he'll be able to get his permit. He'll be able to drive.
Okay, anyways.
That's scary. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for everybody that's returns and keeps watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. This is it's a fun journey. It's not something I ever thought I would ever do, but this guy has kind of pushed me, made me get out of my comfort zone. So if you like it, please like and subscribe, I guess. Ring the bell, whatever that means.
Turn your notifications on.
Oh.
Press the little bell.
Turn your notifications on. Press the bell. I don't understand all this stuff. I'm learning. So thank you. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you next week, and hopefully I'll have some more stitching to show. And stay warm, everybody.